19 de setembro de 2025. Dia de rolagem no mercado americano. Começando os trades. Bora lá. Ficar aqui numa sala americana e ver se vai ter alguma operação.
So, it's not going to be today. Maybe we have something to do, but there are going to be trades that are going to be available to you and to me that are going to be able to take advantage of whatever process you've got or my process. Don't try. That's a whole nother thing. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Anybody that tells you you need to invent your own process is pushing these funding companies that want you to reset. Find something that works. Learn everything you can about it. Learn its strengths and its weaknesses. Know your strengths and your weaknesses, which are more important than your process's strengths and weaknesses. Learn how to maximize its strengths, minimize its weaknesses. Learn how to maximize your strengths and minimize your weaknesses. Because again, my weaknesses are in the background doing push-ups, getting stronger, waiting to pounce on me when I start thinking of myself as something other than what I am.
So Pax, by the way, Larry, happy birthday. I also want to throw that out. Appreciate you. I know you're in here often and we really, really love having you here. Thank you for being here. Also, Kozlo has a question for you, Pax. Does anyone know the rotations for the opening range in the Russell and the YM?
No, I got to start paying attention to them again. The YM is completely irrelevant to me. There's not enough volume. There's not enough open interest for me to even want to remotely look at trading it. The Russell is getting more and more interesting, but take a look at the Russell on a monthly chart. Okay, go back to 20. Here.
Yeah, I'll do it. What do you?
Okay, go back. Go on a monthly to like November of 21
for the Russell, right?
Yes.
All right, bear with me while my charts kick in here. All right, here is the monthly chart. 2021, what month, Pax?
Oh, just, like the high. You're just looking at the high.
Yeah. So November 2021 had that high wick up here.
Yeah, right. Now, okay, now that high is it's 2460.
Well, so I have a back adjusted chart right now. So I'm seeing 2689 is that wick, that peak wick. Now the close is different. The close is down at 2534, which we're getting close to.
All right. Well, see that now. That's why those charts are difficult to read, because we never traded there. We never traded in the 26 handle. The all-time high is a lot lower than that. So we have to be making sure that we're looking at the right stuff. But if you're looking at the March high. The all-time high in the Russell is actually, I think we just made it. 2460.
We're 2495 spot 2 right now.
There you go. Yeah. So that this is an all-time high. So now finally, okay. Now the point that I was going to make is that in November of 21, the S&P was traded. So 2460 was the high that I've got going back in November of 21 in the Russell. Meanwhile, the high in the Nasdaq, not the Nasdaq, the high in the S&P was 4740, I think. 4740, we're trading at 6707. Now the Russell is finally taking out that high. We're trading at 96 with a high of 9860. So you see what I mean? The S&P has I don't even know what the net change on that is. 30% is 30% higher than the Russell. But the Russell is starting to break out to the upside, and that's why I'm starting to pay attention to it. I don't know what the rotations in the Russell are going to be.
Fair enough. Well, we'll keep an eye on it as well. It's one of these things. It's like, all right, you've got stock index world on the U.S. side. Forget about the DAX and the Eurostock. You got four flavors, right? You got chocolate, you got strawberry, you got butter pecan, and you got vanilla. Which one do you like the best? And for a lot of reasons, you want volume, right? Volume equates to tighter bid-ask spreads. It equates to better price action and better analysis. So that's why we look at ES and the NASI.
Yes, right. And you want, you know, a market with the highest open interest. I want to trade a market with the highest open interest because that's going to produce the most volume. There's going to be a tighter bid-ask spread. When the markets start to run, you know, and they will run, I have a much better chance of getting my stop filled. Hey, also, please keep this in mind. Everybody check your settings. All of your stops should be stop market orders. Make sure you check your settings that your stop are stop markets. That's not going to be something relevant for today because we're not going to, you know, have that sort of velocity logic trade. But if your markets, if your stops are stop limits, in the NASDAQ, let's say you've got a 24,700 sell stop in to get out of some longs, and the NASDAQ goes barreling through that price, you're stuck on the offer. You know, you come back and you think you're stopped out. Meanwhile, you're offered at 24,700 and the NASDAQ is now trading at 24,000, you know, and your account is blown. So make sure, it's not going to happen today, but I can tell you in your career, what can go wrong will go wrong, and you need to prepare for all those eventualities. Yeah. I don't care about slippage in a price. So please make sure that all of your stops are stop market orders and not stop limit orders.
Absolutely. So a couple quick things real quick. Whenever you're ready to kind of show charts in the trading dome, just say it. And
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go ahead and pivot over to PAX. Thank you, Mission Control too. By the way, you know, there's a new link every day for Ninja Trader Live, and you could copy and paste that thing, send it to your friends. Send it to your friends, put it on social. That also is very, very helpful to us. So we really appreciate that. I just wanted to throw that out as a little hack. Get going.
Hey,
here.
Another thing, don't forget to download the opening range indicator. So when the market opens in the S&P and then the NASDAQ, excuse me, the opening range is gonna populate on the chart here, and then the 15 handle rotate. These are the rotations from yesterday, and then the 15 handle rotations will also populate. In the NASDAQ, it'll be 65 points. So it's free. Go ahead. You can either go to my website and download it, or I believe the link has been in the chat mentioned a couple of times. Just download it directly. It's free and it's right there, and it'll help keep you on the right side of the market anyway.
Yeah, we'll get into Mission Control to throw it in the chat again. Chat's getting pretty big.
That cracks me up that you say Mission Control. Mission, every time you say that makes me want to laugh. Okay, Mission Control.
Dude, these guys are the best, man. I mean, think about it. They're like, not only have to listen to visual clues, they also have to listen to visual stumbles that I make all the time. So they got to be on their toes.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. It's starting to get a little whippy and thin, and that's another characteristic of quad witching, is that you know, it's whippy and thin. And for what reason? You know, what I don't want to trade a choppy market. I want to trade a market that's got clarity into what direction it's trying to head. Now, obviously, it's not going lower. You know, at least now. Who knows if there's going to be some sort of a catalyst throughout the day that's gonna you know, be it doesn't look like it's going to be today, at least not technically. So, you know, we just popped a little, or we just broke just a couple of points based, you know, on nothing. You know, I don't want to trade a market like that. I want to be very careful in how I deploy my capital. Does that make sense, you guys? Or, you know, or are you guys always looking to make a million?
No, that makes more. I mean, that sometimes you got to put your hands in your pocket, Pax.
I did that last Friday, so I don't want to. I want to exhibit good trading. I don't want to. I don't want to encourage over trading. I want to encourage defense. We just went from 1175 to 06 half on very little volume. So, you know, it's not a market I really want to be part of. All right, we've got 30 seconds until we open. Spend that next 30 seconds breathing. Breathe in 4 seconds. Hold it 4 seconds and breathe out. Lower your heart rate. Lower your blood pressure so that you can see everything on the domes in slow motion. Everybody else sees it chaotically, and you'll be a much more effective trader. I do that. I usually do that, but you know, I was talking up until the 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, open. Looks like 08 quarters, the opening print. Oh, choppy. Oh, this is choppy. It's trading like it's a Fed day and we're not going anywhere. Russell's starting to, Russell too. I don't know. Manage, as they say in Naples.
Kevin, make the move over, buddy. I think the answer to that's no.
What was the question?
Something about some other trading platform I never heard of.
There's a million of them.
By the way, I've been informed. I've been gone for the last 2 weeks. Unfiltered Friday means it's not a family show anymore. So I will not say that again.
All right, good. All right, so 0375 is the bottom of the opening range. NASDAQ, bottom of that opening range is 61.5. Holy smokes, I got bad eyes. 61.5. So 0375. Oh my gosh, I missed it. So what's interesting though is the opening print is 08 quarters. So this is a bearish open. That doesn't mean that we break like crazy. It just means that this is a bearish open. All right, so 0375 is the bottom of the opening range. The pay line is 99.75. NASDAQ bottom of the opening range is 761. The NASDAQ is trading near the top of it. You got the S&P trying to press lower. So if you guys are in my group and you sold 0375s, if you're a little bit quicker on the draw than I was, you've got your scratch stop in. Scratch stop in. You cannot possibly lose money. Okay. Did we make it to the pain line yet? No, not yet. All right. So you're short. If you guys are in my group, you're short 4. You've got a scratch stop and you can't lose money. You got your bids in at 99.75. We go 99.75 off or I'll sell them. But I missed the 0375, so I'm waiting. Now I don't want to work an offer at 0375. I don't like pullbacks. I want to see the market come back up to the opening range, test it, get above it, and then come back down through it. I want to get the edge in the trade. The edge is the ability to be able to scratch it. And if I'm sitting here with an offer at 0375, that's going to normally turn out to be an expense. See what I mean, Jelly Bean? I don't want to pull back. No pullbacks. Manai. No pullbacks. Look at this. NASDAQ is all over the place. The spoos cannot get to the pay line.
No.
It's a market with no clarity.
So again, smack down.
Yeah. Here we go. All right. Now, if you guys are short these, especially those using my group, you've got your scratch stops in at 03F or 0375. You're going to pay for these at 99.75. We go offered. Yeah. Let's sell them. All right. Sold them. Them out. I scratched them. One attempt. Who's short and paid in our group here? There, see what I did? I sold 99.75s and went bid. I got out.
You can close that little message box, Bax.
Where's the NASDAQ? I don't want to chop myself up at the pay line, but I was all right. All right, let's see. See what the chat says. Oh my gosh, hold on. I can't find the chat. Where'd you go? Okay, short and paid. Who's short and paid? Toki's short and paid. Toki-san. I love that name. Simon's short and paid. Tex is short and paid. Marty's short and paid. Any solution to what's Esfan? AJ short and paid. Short and paid, short and paid, short and paid. Okay, that means that the traders in my group are sold a 4 lot at 0375, paid for them by buying 1 at 99.75. So now, all right, and good. Ricky, Danny boy. Oh, good. Pete's short too. Pick is short. For money. He's short and paid too. And so is Julio and Greg. Oh my gosh, Greg's got the Chicago spread on. Long bonds, long gold, short crude, but flat spoos. Oh no, that's the north side spread. All right, so 99.75s. What everybody did in my group is they sold 0375s. They bought a 1 lot at 99.75, so they're short 3. They have no risk on them. I missed the 0375s. I took a shot at selling 99.75s. I scratched them out, and then I started reading the messages and didn't sell them back. The NASDAQ, if you guys are short NASDAQ, you're short NASDAQ from 761. The pay line in the NASDAQ is 51. So you've got, you sell a 4 lot at 761, you pay for 1 at 51, and you buy, now you remove your risk. So when I pay for my trade, it's not about me taking profit. It's about me removing my risk. Does that make sense? Grandpa, Who's calling me grandpa?
Not me.
Yeah, that's not going to fly. I'm not old enough to be anybody's grandpa.
You could be uncle.
All right, 99.70. Besides, I want to be, we were talking about that the other day. What are we going to be? We're going to be Papa? I don't want to be Papa. Everybody's Papa. Tata, maybe Tata. That's what we call my Croatian grandfather was Tata. Grampy. Grandpop. We get back above 99.75. See this carbone, man. All right, now we're back to it. I don't want to sell this pay line. Oh, yeah, I do. No, I don't. Watch the NASDAQ matchup 91 with 99.75. So watch. I mean, 51 to 99.75. 51 and 99.75. 51 is the pay line in the NASDAQ. 99.75 is a pay line in the S&P. Now, when the markets break, the S&P leads. When the markets, no, wait a second. Let me say that again. No, never mind, because that's changed. I was going to say when the market breaks, the NASDAQ leads. When the market rallies, the S&P leads, at least since June. Uncle Pax, you were here every day. What do you mean, money ghost? Money, 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 money. I'm getting a facelift now. That's it.
Here we go. We're going, man.
We're not going anywhere. We're still trading at 51. We're only a point below the pay line. All right. So I'm flat. I took one attempt. I scratched it. I'll sell. The rotation is 88.75, 50 nano rotation. So the traders in my group that sold 0375s, they bought one at 99.75. They're going to buy another one at 88.75. Actually, 88.75. So make it 88.90. So they're going to buy one at 90. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, since I'm flat, is I'm going to sell 90s on a breach of it, and then I'm going to sell more at 88 as a breach of it. So I'm going to use that 88.90 as another sort of version of the opening range, if we make it down there. If we don't make it down there, then I'm going to sit flat. See what I mean? So I'm not short from 0375. I sold the pay line at 99.75, scratch those. We're flirting with it now. It's not worth my money here. I can scratch 99.75 is all I want. The algorithms are going to show us what direction they're going because we're below the opening range and because the high of the day is made in the opening range. So that's a bearish look. But we are not making it down to this 15-handle rotation very easy. If we take out this 15-handle rotation, we've got another 15 points, and that will populate. When we get down to 88.75, it'll populate on the dome. So that'll be like 73.75, right? So, underneath there, then we've got, 73.75. So if we get below 88.90, then I'm going to be short a double unit or at least a unit. And then I'm going to take them down to 73.75. So here we go. Now it's starting to show up. Now the NASDAQ, on the other hand, its rotation, 65-handle rotation is 696. So if you're flat NAS, you can be short at 51. If you're flat, you're going to wait for 96. Remember, a huge part of being a professional trader, I don't like that word, a long-term profitable trader is knowing when to wait. You don't need to be involved in every little price change. That's a passport to poverty, a recipe for disaster.
Passport to poverty. I love it. What? So someone's asking in the chat, Pax, your chart. What is that? A 30-minute?
No, this is just a 15 minutes, so I can see the opening ranges.
Yeah.
And I can see the rotation.
The Godfather. Fatfish might be onto something.
It's better than Grandpa. Jagoff is better than Grandpa at this point.
Oh, man.
That's a great Chicago word, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we're unfiltered, I've been told, so that's good. Let's keep
All right, hey, listen, we're back to 99.75. What do you want to do? What's that old neighborhood term? Gats on goal?
Pretty close.
Want to do Gats?
Pretty close. Here's a good one. Pax Father. Instead of Godfather, they got Pax Father.
Do you guys know what Pax means? Anybody know what Pax means?
I thought it was your name. I thought you were like, it's like Madonna, or Sting, you're Pax.
Well, yeah, now I am kind of, it's stuck, but it means peace in Latin, and that's why I chose it. So Pax means peace in Latin. And when I got my membership, when I got my seat, everybody, see, look at, everybody knows. I wanted my badge to mean something, and so I chose Pax, and it just kind of stuck. Like when somebody would trade with me, they'd say, "Hey Pax, I sold you 5," or "Hey Pax, I sold you 10." Checking, and then you write it down in your trading card,
and your badge number was 777.
So, no, I wish. The 777 was at the Board of Trade. That was not at the Merc.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me show you something. Let me get this out here. Don't go anywhere. No, sorry.
That's
Brian.
all right. We're unfiltered, man. We can do whatever you want. By the way, for money, what were you doing in Zagreb last week?
Not Zagreb.
Zagreb. It was the World Championships for freestyle and Greco-Roman how do you say it? Zagreb?
Zagreb.
Yeah, last week.
It's the capital of Croatia.
This week, actually, too.
All right. So here, can you see this? Can you see that? Jimmy, can you see this?
Yeah. I don't know if Mission Control can go to a 1-up or not. It's hard to see. Or 2-up. There we go. Yeah, we see it now. Yep, that's your card, trading card.
All right. Yeah, these are. Oh my God, I can't see if it's good or not.
I see it. I see it. You're holding it up. You have your number scratched out there. Yeah.
So there's, I had like I've got multiple accounts now. I had multiple accounts then. So if I was trading on 35358, then I would just write it at the top of my card. So that's my full name. Arthur is my first name. I should probably cover that up, but too late now. And each card was, nobody ever called me Arthur. It was always Matt, but yeah, it's my first name. And so you would write on the blue side, or in the blue thing, you would write the cars or contracts bought, the month, and then on the whatever side that is, or color that is, pink, and then the opposite, broker, price, and bracket. So this is how I would record trades. And if you look at pictures of me on the internet, I've got in my left hand, I got a stack of these, and I've got all of my targets written down in my hand. So if I want to see, geez, we're breaking 100 points. Where are we going?
Well, let's go back to Pax's screen. Sorry.
No. I'm just saying, like in my mind, when I was on the floor, we're breaking. Where are we going?
Yeah.
All I have to do is turn it backwards, and I can see written down here what the levels are.
Yeah. By the way, use the word cars. Cars. The word cars for contracts. That's a Merc thing. We use lots. So see at the CBOT, it's lots for. That's how you knew if you were a CBOT guy or a Merc guy.
Yeah. That and at the Chicago Board of Trade, everything was sold. Even on sell 50 and even sold. So what are you selling? I'm trying to sell them. They said sold for everything. It was so confusing. I tried trading night bonds, and you're sitting there, 5 and even sold. I'm not bidding. That was also confusing.
You were probably in the night bonds pit with my brother Chris.
Ooh, that was a strange place to be. We sat. So again, you just had a chance to sell 0375s again, but it's just sitting here doing nothing. So I don't want to trade it. I got my seat. I should bring. Oh, I got that badge too. You want to see that shit here?
Oh my God, S&P back to 6,700.
We're not going anywhere. This is my Merc badge. Can you see that?
Love it. Love it.
All right, that's my Merc badge. Look at this. This is my Board of Trade badge. When I got my seat at the Board of Trade, look how young I look.
How old are you there? Are you like 16? What?
22. 22. Look how pissed I look. Pissed off, don't I?
No, you're all right. You look handsome.
I look scared, is what I look. Look at. I was a clerk in the Euros. I thought I can figure this out. I can trade with these guys. I was like 22 years old. I had no business going in that pit trading with those guys. Yeah. And then the Gulf War hit. And, there were like 30, 40 people in a night bond pit. Your brother, McLaughlin, other guys like McLaughlin was a big trader, and he was a Bridgeport guy. I can't remember his name. A couple of order fillers, some clerks. And then
Kevin McCracken.
Yeah, McCracken. Yeah. And then all of a sudden the day guys were there. Charlie D was in there and Baldwin was in there. Anakini was in there. All these huge dudes are in there. I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go back to my clerk job in the front month euros. I don't belong here, and sat there and, there was thousands bid and all of a sudden they're gone. Like, what just happened? Charlie sold them. Charlie sold them. Okay. I mean, thousands. I couldn't believe that guys would trade that big.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Charlie D was an incredible legend. He gave, when I got my seat at the board of trade, there's 1,000 offered at 02. You guys see this? Look, you have to be watching the dome. See, there's 1,000 offered at 02. If that's legit, they'll trade them. The market always trades at the size. It could be a spoof, so let's watch. They'll trade them. Somebody needs to buy 1,000 S&P at the high, off the all-time high here. Somebody needs a puke. Oh God. Hey, Joe. Yeah. There's 1,000 offered at 02. You want them?
It could be a roll too.
Oh yeah, that's true too. We're still rolling. Yeah.
You hedge.
Last minute roll.
Yeah.
What's the volume?
Jordan, I met those two guys. I went to, they have a nice studio in Chicago, for sure. They got a little bit of a head start on us, but we're Saznoff and Batista, but we're catching up fast. I mean, we're right. We're better.
They're options.
We're
They're options, fellas. They're
right.
options, guys.
That's right. Chris, good morning, Chris. Trading boxes. Chris is in the house.
Hey, Christian, how you doing, kiddo? Charlie D gave the new member orientation talk to my group, the people that got their memberships at the board with me, and that was I will never ever forget how great that was. They traded 1,000 at 02 traded out. I think they traded out. Did they trade out?
It looked like it.
Market always trades to the size. It always trades to the size. Not a spoofarooski. Somebody needed to buy 1,000 spoofs. Hey, listen, here's something, and this is something that I know firsthand. When you've got size to do, price is irrelevant. You don't really care. I mean, you care about the level. You don't care much about the size. When you're wrong, especially when you're trading NASDAQ, and another reason why I don't trade NAS very often, when you're wrong, you got to get out. Price is irrelevant. Just get out. GTFO. Get the Ferragamo out. That's a bad use of the word Ferragamo. Like, by the way, I bought a new pair last week. Here we go. All right, now 0875. The market tried to break and it couldn't. So now the market is going to try to rally, or it's just going to sit in the opening range. I like
how you have the depth 20 ticks deep, right? You have 20 ticks down, 20 ticks up. A lot of folks just keep it at 10.
I want to see the book.
Yeah.
I want to see it all the way up. I wish I can have it 100. But I want to see the book. It's especially important in the NASDAQ.
Right. So when Pac says that, you're looking at the order book, right? These are limit orders that are sitting at the exchange that have already been placed.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Now 08 quarter is the top of the opening range. So we tried to rally. I mean, we tried to break and it couldn't. We got to the pay line, and again, I told you it wasn't worth my money, and now we're sitting in the opening range and we're 20 minutes into the day. Best trade was the gold trade, and I scratched that twice. Now we go 08 quarter bid though. I will buy that because the market tried to break and it couldn't. Now the algorithms are doing the same thing you guys are. All right, the HFTs and the algos, they're looking for profit. So when they try, oh shit, they came flying up above it too fast. Okay. All right, I got them. I'm out. 2 ticks. That's good enough. Where'd the NASDAQ go? Okay, top of the opening range in the NASDAQ is what? 782. So NASDAQ is trying to go 82 in the NAS. Okay, so let's see if we can get these going. Okay, I got one. I got a partial. Whoop-de-whoop. I like that though because I'm first on the bid. Well, this gives me kind of a conundrum. So now I've got a 1 lot on. Should I trade out in the micros? Because again, I don't want to pull back. I don't like pullbacks. I got them now. See, that's why I don't like pullbacks, because they're instant expense. Bid them, baby. Bid them. Bid them, you bitch.
It's good.
I'm out for a tick. Back in. 82 quarters equal 94. See that? But the 82 quarters was 94 bid in the NAS. Go, you son of a bucket. There we go. Scratch, stop it. I'm not going to turn a profitable trade into an expense. No, sirree. All right, now.
There you go.
08,
You are off to the races. Knock on
9,
wood,
10,
baby.
11, 12. Here we go. Pay for the trade at 12. Daddy needs a new pair of Ferragamos.
I found just a store for you in central Old Town Rome, by the way.
Oh, I would have probably spent a fortune in that joint. Feet up. Well, not really, because I'm not in the right chair to put my feet up. But, you know, I've got no risk on the trade. I spent a tick or 2 ticks to get this on. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now let's pay me. Give me something to show everybody. Come on, pay me. Come on, honey. See, I got to talk to the market like I talk to my daughters. Come on, sweetheart. Just trade out 12 quarter. All you got to do, it's all right. Don't be afraid. 12 quarter, it's good enough. I'll be happy there. If I'm talking to my sons, you trade 12 quarter, I'll crack you. And I make men out of the boys.
Stowe is trying to like blow into the mic to get it to move his way.
I like when he does that. That cracks me up. Come on, dude. I mean, we can't get to the pay line on the upside. What kind of a market is this?
Now risk management wise, your stop is fixed, right? You're not moving that thing.
No, no, heck no. Yeah, the market is either going to put money into my pocket or it's going to scratch me out for you know, stop me out for scratch.
Yeah, and right, and you've done it twice that I saw. So that's the ultimate risk management. You're boom, you're in, doesn't go, you're out.
Right.
You're in, it goes, you hold tight.
And that enables you to trade bigger size. Look at that. Nasdaq. Come on, Schnazzy. Lead us up. Back down to the pay line. I'm going to get stopped out of these. That's okay. No harm, no foul. Oh, maybe not.
Fat lady has not sung yet, Fat
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. Come on, sweetheart. Just trade these 12 quarters. Daddy needs a new pair of on clouds. Just bought a new pair of on clouds. Yeah, this is more of an on cloud trade. This would be a $200 profitable trade. On clouds are about $1.50 to $200, depending on the shoe you have.
You got to move to Hoka's, man.
Nah, I love on clouds. I got them in almost every. I have more on clouds than Imelda Marcos has shoes. I just bought a new pair of like brown suede Ferragamos. A couple weeks ago. Back to the opening range. See, so I scratched those 08 quarters. We're back inside the 08 quarters. If you're not working a scratch trade, now you got a 1 point expense on you. So we didn't quite make it to the pay line. If we don't make it to the pay line, I'm going to pitch the trade for a scratch and I don't care. See what I mean? See how that goes? So we're not doing anything. Not worth my money. Oh, wait a second. Oh, now they're gone. Now they're gone. And I didn't put them back on. I was coming to look at the things. That's okay. I don't really want to. It's got, remember, each trade has got to be manageable or easy. This is manageable. It's not easy yet. Easy is you go to the pay line. Now, look at that. Now it's going to go to the pay line. Scratches you out. And now it's going to go to the pay line at 12 quarter. But I'm not going to buy 09 quarters. I need to be precise in my entry so I can be precise in my exit. Please write that down. Be precise in your entry so you can be precise in your exit. Yeah. So if you buy 09 quarters, you can't be very precise in your exit because you're not wrong until the market gets back inside the opening range. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's a different trade. You're absolutely right.
It's a completely different trade. Yes. See, back down to 08 quarter. NG, baby, NG. Not worth my dough. So there you go. There's another reload if you want to take a reload, if you're aggressive to the upside.
So another reload at 08 and quarter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How high can the market go with the bonds being 2 points down, 2 points lower from Wednesday, right? I mean, or am I thinking too much? I'm not an analyst. I'm a trader. I am not paid to think. I'm paid to react. And my process has me along at 08 quarter. I decided not to take that trade because I took a nice scratch on it, and and I don't think we're doing anything. I don't think we're going anywhere, and I don't think it's worth my money. I took a scratch at the pay line on the downside. It took a scratch at the opening range high, and we are 30 minutes into the day, and we are still trading within the opening range. So there you go. Not worth my dough.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I think the correlations next week, the correlations will be a little bit more normal with the bonds and the S&P.
Yeah, and we'll be moving again. There'll be new capital flows. With everything. With SEP off the board. And all new levels and targets that you guys are going to think that right now when I speak kind of confidently that this is going to happen, you have to take my word for it. And then when I give you the levels, you're going to have to take my word for it until you start to see the quarterly pivot acting as the quarterly pivot, and you start to see the market deciding above or below the quarterly pivot that it's going to trade to the macro levels. These levels I call macro levels. And when you see that, you're going to think, well, maybe that old guy's onto something. Maybe Uncle Pax might be onto something. I'm going to keep saying uncle. Drive that through your head.
I'm going with uncle too. Careful, you got your mouse right on that offer button.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow, awesome, man. That was a great lesson.
I keep the Nasdaq on sim, by the way. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I keep the Nasdaq on sim so I can watch it live. But if I too many times with Ninja, I've gone to center my screens and wind up selling something, like that.
Yeah.
So I keep it on the sim. The Nasdaq I keep, or the S&P, I keep my live account up.
You could auto center also. You could set it to auto center. I could show you how to do that later if you even want to.
I don't want to. So what I need to do though, there's a hotkey that I can program into this that will help me center both the screens at the same time. So here now we are in the opening range here. So I'm not going to trade this, but let's just say I sell 06s. Sell 06s, Nasdaq's trading at 86.5. Okay. I want to be able to see the Nasdaq move away from that price first, because the Nasdaq is going to get that algorithm sort of a push that the S&P gets in kind of a lag situation. So I want to be able to see these markets roll. I want to be able to see which one is leading down. So 86, 06. All right. Now, Nasdaq, 86. I got to be thinking about covering my 06s here. So I want to be able to see the markets moving from price to price. I don't like the auto center feature. It's just, I think most people do and need it, but you want to know I get my quarterly pivots and the macro levels rock and roll. I'm not going to just talk about that. It's something I don't just, I'll tell you what the levels are, but I'm not going to teach you how I get them.
There you go. All right, man. We are, it looks like you're not going to put another trade on, right?
Nah.
All right. We're pretty much getting toward the end of Unfiltered Friday. Man, oh man. I like Fridays more and more every Friday.
Terminando pro dia, tudo positivo, as 3 contas fundadas. Metinha agora é só operando micro, não estou operando mais o mini. Então, bora, sextou.